Good morning everyone, welcome back to your beloved duck chess speedrun. After all that time making duck chess content, even the beginners are starting the variant with an absurd amount of experience, especially my opponents in this very video. And without any further ado, let's get into today's content. The first two games I got 2 free wins after 1 and 4 moves, so I will not waste your time with those games. This is the third game, and it went a lot more interesting. E4, duck on E5. Knight C6. He knows exactly where to put the duck, this guy must not be underestimated. Knight F3, duck on E5 again. E6. E5. Probably not a good idea though, but if that pawn can stay alive, it can prevent my opponent from developing his knight for a while. He immediately proved me wrong. Knight C3, and you know what, I will gambit my e-pawn. If it didn't do its job of restricting my opponent's knight, it may as well act as a bait to waste some of his tempos. Knight G6. Exactly as planned. Develop. Knight takes C5. Take bishop B2. F6. Aha. Queen H5 duck G6 looks very tempting, but he actually has knight F7 blocking the check, which also sets his duck free. And then it is me who will have to either waste my duck on G6 or waste another move to move my queen back. So I guess, bishop E2 instead. G6. G6 removes one of the available squares for his knight. I'll force his knight to go back. Knight F7. Knight E4. Who knows, maybe he'll blunder a smother checkmate. Didn't happen. But that blunders a pawn. He takes. I'll take. King F8. Castle. Does he dare to move his king up though? He does. I am scared. H5. He wants a trade, and I guess it's fine. This game may be a draw. B6. Bishop F3. D6. Takes D4. C6. Queen lift. Queen F6. Aha. I'll take this pawn. Bishop D7. Neither his bishop nor his rook is free, because my bishop is 100% going to be trapped regardless of whichever piece I take. So I guess I'll take his bishop. At least I can actually win a pawn. Rook D8. Desperado. He takes with king. Rook E1. He doesn't even want to move. D5 check, duck blocking my queen from defending my pawn. Since he didn't want to move his king, now I'm literally forcing his king to move. He still refused to move. That blunders a king. That was a great game. I literally couldn't get even a single pawn after 20 moves into the game. But anyway. Fourth game, let's go. F4. This is the first time I have ever seen an F4 opening. C5. I'll speed you through the opening. Knight E4. My opponent spent too many moves on his pawns. I'll try to punish this real fast. And I think I trapped my bishop. Okay, fine. I guess it's better to trade my knight with his bishop than just losing a bishop entirely. I messed up. It's time to accept my blunder and move on. He doesn't want to take. Okay, if this is the case, I can sack my bishop. F5. Desperado. And then he doesn't take. Now I absolutely don't know what is going on, but at the end of the day, I'm happy to get a free pawn. Knight E2. Take G6. Bishop B2. This guy has been making some very strong moves ever since the beginning of the game, but his clock has been taking some very big hits due to those moves. The last guy also has the same problem. E6. He panicked and blundered a bishop. He takes d5. And after a few more moves, he ran out of time. Duck chess can cost a lot of time for each move, especially when players have to think about where to put the duck. Fifth game, let's go. e4. c5. e5. Aha. Knight c6, and since he pushed e5, I think I can put the duck on f3. My knight is attacking his e-pawn, so normally he has three ways to defend the pawn. d4 is already prevented by my c-pawn, so I can use the duck to prevent both f4 and knight f3. I should be winning his e-pawn for free. Bishop c4. Free pawn. Bishop d3. Very convenient, now I don't have to put my duck on d3, and who knows, maybe I can even trap that bishop. Queen e2. That blunders a bishop, c4, duck on e4. A desperado. I'll take with pawn. Knight f3. Take e5. Castle. Knight f6. Rook e1. Bishop g4. And I blundered a rook. In my defense, I was recording these games at midnight, so blunders are pretty much unavoidable. But you know what? Even though losing this rook is still absolutely fine, I cannot just let him get away that easily. Therefore, I will give him a fight for his queen. Does he dare? He does. Queen c7, duck on b7. His queen is now completely trapped. I mean, it's probably not going to work out for me, but I have to give him some difficult time for taking my rook. d4.
En passant.
Bishop f4. Bishop d6. Bishop takes, I'll take. Rook takes, I'll castle. None of the above. Castle. Alright, now my king is safe, I'll start navigating my knight over to capture his queen. He found the solution. Well then, there is nothing I can do about it. I guess stalling all those moves is already good enough for a rook. Knight e5. And then surprisingly enough, instead of taking with the bishop, he took with the queen. That blunders a woman. I solemnly swear that this guy is not a paid actor. Knight c3. Take queen a3. h4. Aha. I'll use his trick against him. And he also used my trick against me. The difference is it won't work this time. Free rook. Resignation. Duck chess speedrun today. 500% win rate.